It's time for the Giz Wiz with Mad's Maddest Writer, Dick D. Bartolo. This is episode 1697, recorded Thursday, October 18th, 2018, as seen on Giz Wiz TV. On this episode of the Giz Wiz, we have 3 gadgets from the luxury show, so you know you're gonna not be able to afford any of them. I have some absolute vaporware that you can buy. That's a little riddle for you. And a viewer video. All next on the Giz Wiz!
It's the same dumb show with Dickie D and OMG chat on your PC. It's time for the Giz Wiz because gadgets are his business. They've got a gizmo sickness, geek disease, under pathology, rows and rows of USBs, glowing LEDs. Get ready for the Giz Wiz now.
Now! And here he is, our captain of gadget industry, Dick D. Bartolo. How you doing, Dickie D?
I'm doing good, sir. And you?
Doing good myself. I just came back from the second to last show that I'll be doing this year. And my next one isn't for another 2 weekends. So really happy about that. That gives enough room for our Giz Wiz meetup this weekend.
Yes, this weekend, this Sunday.
I'm very excited about that.
I know, that's good. And it's at Disneyland, which is good because our normal, where we had the first 7, closed unexpectedly because it's freezing. Not literally, it's not 32, but it's in the 50s in New York City. So the restaurant just closed. So Disneyland is perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah,
and you're going to do
been,
like
up the river. The
yeah,
would have been up the Hudson.
Up the Hudson with an ice paddle.
Yeah, exactly. So good thing that we threw it at Disneyland this year. If you didn't hear, we've been talking about it for the last ton of Giz Wiz. You can head on over to Dick's blog and log over at gizwiz.biz and find out information. If you happen to be in the New York City area this weekend, or if you want to join us virtually, you can just head on over to gizwiz.tv on Sunday around, I think we decided...
About 2:30.
Exactly, 2:30.
2:30 New York time, what is that, 11:30 California time.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see you guys then over the weekend. We got a good show. You headed to the luxury...
The luxury technology show. Now... If you're new to the Giz Wiz, this is like really a wacky show. I mean, wacky for us because we can't afford anything. But you find incredible things. And so just to refresh your memory, if you've seen the show or if you've not seen it, this is the most unique thing I ever found at the Luxury Technology Show. It was when Chad and I first started doing it. So this is an airplane, the Cyrus airplane with... something
engine
called
troubles.
CAT. Engine troubles, yes. But now the plane is flowing down and moving down, but it has caps. The Cirrus airframe parachute system that lets you land the entire airplane and its occupants. Now, they don't show us where it's landing, but the company says that, and this was 4 years ago, they had saved, let me see, something like 500 people had been saved with the CAP system.
That's a lot of millionaires still in the world because of that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty crazy.
All right, so now something a little more... Actually, Chad, this is good for you. Not good for New Yorkers.
Wait, but before you move on, this is a luxury technology show. You gotta tell me, it must have been awesome to be there. I mean, right? They're just giving you diamonds, you know, as party gifts.
Yes,
and like, you know, I mean,
well, you know, a lot of it, a lot of it is, you know, like diamond encrusted USB drives.
Exactly.
You know,
normal technology you expect.
Yes,
just with a few extra zeros.
With a few extra zeros, exactly. Oh, you know, if you can pull it up fast, my favorite thing there is that a photo. Yes, take a look at this. Oh my gosh,
they had
this
food galore.
It is the first event I went to where the dessert table was bigger than the food table. I mean, cream puffs
Your face.
and a tray of those Italian cookies. And that was just amazing.
And look, they even have some to go, so you could just take a bag with you.
I kept thinking, would anybody miss this if I put this in my backpack?
Yeah.
And go off to the right there, because my favorite cookie is on that tray there. Those multicolored cookies. Third tray down. Right, just move your cursor up a little. Yeah, up one more. Oh.
Wow.
Those cookies. Oh, my gosh.
I don't think, you could, as long as, you're in New York, so as long as you can fit it on a subway getting home, I think that it's fair game.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Well, I must admit, I snuck about 4 cookies into I kept saying, Dennis, is anybody looking? I'm throwing 5 chocolate chip cookies into my backpack.
That's great.
All right, so we didn't go for the cookies, but we loved the cookies. So we're going to start with a really interesting gadget here from the Luxury Technology Show, and that is called the Smart Flower. Okay, because it looks like a flower. Actually, it's too big to get in the convention center, in the exhibition hall. So it was out on the street, and this is what it looks like. So the solar flower is, I believe it's 18 feet in diameter. And we have a little video from the company to show you how it works. So here's their video.
So it says it's a flower-shaped solar panel system. This is the prototype of their...
Yes, I don't know why they've already started delivering them.
The Smart Flower is a solar energy system developed by Australian firm. The pedal-shaped solar panel...
I think it's Austrian.
Austrian, oh.
Right.
Never give the dyslexic the job to read. It moves to follow the sun around. Totally portable.
I don't get that. Totally portable. And then it goes to sleep at night.
Okay.
Okay. And then I asked him, what about wind? And he said at 29 miles an hour, it goes totally flat. And at 39 miles an hour, the pedals fold up and it closes down so that there can be no wind damage. There is an option to charge electric cars. Now, how much would you pay?
I wouldn't.
Okay.
So let me guess. So we're in a just totally different category. Once you go into the luxury category, I've been thinking of questions to ask you, and I've been dismissing them all. Like, why? Why?
Well, first of all, according to the company, it's 40% more. It develops 40% more solar power because it actually follows the sun carefully, and even can flatten out, the angle, whereas permanent solar panels, they probably only have an optimum maybe a couple times a day or a couple hours a day, whereas this follows the sun. So they say it's 40% more efficient.
Because if you can get a solar panel that is like 90 degrees or right on the sun, way better than at an angle or anything like that. So if you just have solar panels on your roof. But one of the reasons I just throw out the why question is just because it's luxury. It's, so the people who would be getting this are millionaires, I guess, like people who just like the idea of a solar panel that is also a flower. But then also I would assume like shopping malls or businesses or that's sort of clientele.
Exactly. Well, the good news is that if you're a customer, well, I'll tell you, it's $25,000, $24,950, and about $5,000 or $7,000 to install it.
Oh yeah.
However, the government refunds 30%, according to the company. Okay.
Just any
and that's
number?
Just 30%.
Because you just hike that up, and then like, I'm figuring out ways to commit government fraud. But anyway, okay, 30%.
30% if you're just a regular customer. If you're a business, they said you can write it off all the first year if you want, the entire cost of it.
Whoa.
So that would make it much more acceptable to a business.
Yeah.
And so 25,000, say 30,000, and the government's going to give you 9,000 in for 21,000.
Right. Right. Interesting. That's very interesting that you can write it all off in the first year, because I've been reading some business books. And
yeah, you know what? I think that law changed somewhat in the past couple of years, because I remember if, as a writer, I don't have great business, a printer. Right. And you could take 50% of the print of the first year.
Exactly.
And then, right. But he was saying you can write it off.
Needed to was it amortization or something?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Blah, blah. My CPA figures that out.
I mean, I'm still writing off typewriter ribbons from 40 years ago.
Exactly, yes.
At the rate of 38 cents a year.
Right. Interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, so I thought that was pretty neat.
It's actually, to be honest, I kind of wish I would have guessed now, because I would have guessed way higher. I would have guessed in the like hundreds of thousands. 25,000 for one flower doesn't seem all that bad. Is when you think of I don't actually have any context on this, but I would assume that even something like a water fountain, adding that into a mall is like $1,000 for the water fountain, and then, $300, $400 to get it installed. At 25, if you really feel like that would get you more customers, you put it next to the interstate so people can see it as they drive up.
Yeah. Yes. In other words, it would be producing electricity.
Right.
But it would also be
it'd be an attraction. It'd be an attraction. Like, hey, we use solar panels to generate energy for our business, and also we get a big old, get 30% off, which is like what, $7,500 immediately, and then we can write it off immediately.
Yeah.
This doesn't sound that half bad.
No, and then there's the solar power plus, which can be equipped with a series of batteries, so that if the power goes out, you can power stuff directly, I guess, from the unit. Maybe that's the thing you use to charge your car.
Exactly. Yeah.
But anyway, I think it's
cool.
big.
I like it.
Yeah. I think it's a company that does a lot of commercial solar panels, and they decided to go into a smaller market with this device. I like it too. Okay, something maybe more in your lifestyle was a car.
Ooh, yeah.
That was at the show, and this is it. The Luxury Technology Show. We love this show because it's luxury meets technology, and I think we're seeing both of those in this car. And Anthony's going to tell us what we're actually seeing.
This is a 2018 Vanderhall Venice. It's a three-wheel autocycle. And the whole idea is to have a vintage open-wheel sports car look from the 30s, 40s era, but have something that's reliable. And as reliable as any vehicle on the road today. It has a full instrumentation package. Those are analog gauges, but they're actually digital behind the scenes. But they still have the analog look. The powertrain is a General Motors 1.4 liter turbocharged four-cylinder, 180 horsepower.
Oh my gosh. What does this weigh and how fast does it go then?
It weighs 1,375 pounds. It will do 0 to 60 in 4.3 seconds. And it will do 60 to 0 in under 100 feet. It has power brakes. So yeah, it combines the best of both worlds. You have your vintage retro looking sports car, but it's reliable. Every time you turn the key, it's going to start.
Great. And now, are there any restrictions on a three-wheel vehicle on roads?
There are none. You can drive this anywhere you could drive an automobile or a motorcycle. There are no restrictions whatsoever. Just requires a regular driver's license in 47 states.
In 47 states.
Yeah.
And the price of this guy, we have leather seats.
Yes. Leather seats, the 4-cylinder turbocharged engine. It comes with heated seats standard. Okay. It also has a heater built in, so on those chilly days you can still enjoy it. It also has 50. A 400-watt audio system, amplified. It's Bluetooth connected, so that's all standard.
And the price is?
The price is $29,950.
$29,950, and available now. And the company's website is Vauxhall.com?
VanderHallUSA.com.
VanderHallUSA.com. It's really beautiful.
Wow. My guess was way off.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, I found this on Jay Leno's Garage.
Oh.
And his guess was $50,000.
Yeah. What, you know, great minds think alike.
Yes,
Me and Jay.
And he was saying, he said to the owner of the company was there, and he said, I don't know how you can build these with this quality and make money at under $30,000.
Yeah.
And if you go, there's a little video. If you go, click on that and just go to 12 minutes, you can see.
Woo, that looks cool.
Okay, yeah, right there. He'll take it out. There you go.
Veterans in there as well? Do. Yeah, there you go. So, all right, let's take it for a ride and see how it handles.
Sounds fast.
Feels nice and stiff, no flexing or anything.
And that's the owner of the company next to him. And then he'll just do a quick little thing on the freeway.
That reminds me so much of LA. Like that type of on-ramp is so LA.
Oh, you know what it might be? Maybe that's what Jay Leno's Garage is.
So,
I don't know.
Very go-kart one. Yep. It's one of those overused expressions, but
Yeah, that is a slick-looking car.
It's pretty neat, isn't it?
I agree.
Yeah, we can go out anytime. Yeah. So, of course, there's no roof. You climb in it. There are no doors.
Oh.
And you know, there's like a tiny, tiny bit of storage.
Yeah.
But
That's
if you want, Hoax Boss said, vehicle $29,000, hospital bill $300,000.
Exactly.
But it's very, very low to the ground. I mean, anyways.
It's pretty neat. And I've seen more. I feel like maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's just where I live now, but I feel like I've seen more and more of these sort of like recreational temporary vehicles around, of these trikes, these things that are like nice, but really not like a practical car. Exactly.
Car. Yeah, this would not be a good thing for New York. You want a place where it's sunny a lot of the time. And the spokesman called it an auto cycle. You don't need to wear helmets with it, and he said it's legal. I think he said in for some reason just 47 of the states on any road. So if you're looking for something different,
these are good gadgets. You know.
Yeah. All right, now.
And so far, so affordable. That's really just been the theme of this episode. Just so affordable.
So affordable. Okay. Get your price ready for the wine cab. Okay. Now, I saw it. I guessed. I won't tell you which way my guess was. But let's watch the video on their website. They had it in a very dark room so that the lights would. Anyway, here's the video, and this is exactly how it works.
Okay.
Traditions live on, Even as technologies push the
Vineyard
boundaries
sold
of our world.
separately.
Just this video has added an extra 0.
Yes, exactly. Here
We
we
are
go,
proud
folks.
to
Here we
introduce
are.
What?
The most evolved wine collection management system, the Wine Cab, featuring the
moly.
first robotic arm ever for the home. Wine Cab is the ultimate display case, beautifully lit and presented in custom wood cabinetry. Now, you can have the very best of your collection, closer than ever. Take full control and elegantly
opens the
organize
door
your
for you.
inventory while
He pushes the
discovering
wine
rich
out.
knowledge on your collection. Effortlessly replenish your favorite wines with seamless in-app purchasing.
Is that Liam Neeson as the voice?
The Wine
It
Cab
sounds like-
maintains
it does
optimum
sound like-
temperature and humidity levels at all times, ensuring your vintage bottles retain their exquisite characteristics until the day you are ready to retrieve them.
Until the day you die.
Yeah. And until the day
Perfectly
your bank
balanced.
account runs out.
The Wine Cab gives you versatility while providing the ideal storage environment. Old world traditions have met tomorrow's technology, making this perfect pairing. Wine Cab, elevating your collection.
All right, now before you guess your price,
Okay.
I said, well, how do you input all the info on the wine? And the lady said, you just open this bottom drawer, you put all your wine in it, and then it automatically closes. Then the robotic arm picks up each bottle, moves it to a scanner. The scanner has 600,000 label information in its memory. It tells you.
I hope it can scan $2 Chuck. 'Cause that's
I know. I said I couldn't get one because it doesn't pick up cardboard boxes and it doesn't do screw off caps.
yeah.
All right. So now that you a few more things. It's over 9 feet high. You pick the woods you want it to be.
Right.
You LED. It comes with 2 iPads. An iPad that sits on the side of the wine cab so you can read stuff there, and a separate one for the table so that it can tell you what wines you're drinking with what. Anyway, okay. And now how much would you pay?
I feel like this is 6 figures. I mean, this is expensive. I'm thinking that this is like $100K, I would guess like $120K.
Oh, okay. I'm looking at the chat room.
I'm thinking this is.
Oh, okay. Becky's in for 50,000.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then in that case, I have a bargain for you.
Oh, good.
Here we go. 30,000.
I'm so bad when it comes to
Traditions
expensive
live
stuff.
on.
Oops, I'm accidentally
Even
replaying
that's
the
okay.
video.
Oh, okay.
I mean, they
Mom's
got
versus-
Liam Neeson to do the
Yes,
voiceover.
that's true.
I have a particular set of
Right.
skills. Include wine.
Of everybody in the chat room, Mom's Worth is the closest. Several 45K. Okay. The list price is $70,000.
$70,000.
However, with the code Giz Wiz, well, you don't need
That's all we need, really.
You don't need the code Giz Wiz because there is an introductory offer till the end of October.
Oh wow!
For $10,000 off.
Whoa!
So you're in for
that's the down payment right there.
$60,000. You can buy the wine cab and use the $10,000 as the down payment on your solar flower.
Yeah. I mean, this is obviously for a house that just really you just want to impress everybody. I mean, this is just
absolutely. And then someone, one of the press people there said, "How about a single serve?" And they said, "Oh, That is a coming option where the arm will pick a bottle, put one of those needle devices in it, take out one single glass, put it on that counter, push the glass out, put the wine back up on the shelf again.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the kind of thing you could have in a James Bond movie.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
This right here, it looks like it's presenting you the bottle. It's like, here, is this the bottle?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
yes. And then
There you
notice
go.
he says, oh, okay, I'll put it on the shelf for you. Don't bother opening the door. Let me just push it through. He said,
Right.
now he opens the door. Okay.
Yeah, they don't have any other motorized thing other than the arm, which is pretty hilarious. This is great. I mean, I just love that. Listen, we got this motorized arm. The arm is going to open the door for you, push the wine forward. We're no other motors other than this arm.
No, that's exactly. And then he pulls the shelf back and he closes the door.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is really
It's pretty
awesome.
neat. It's pretty neat. Yeah. I love the fact that it takes the wine in and then compares it with 600,000 labels that I'm sure they're upgrading all the time. Yeah. But no ripple.
I wonder how many of these they sell. That's really what I want to know.
I
really want to know that, because I'm thinking that they sell like, 20 a year, and you gotta keep like the staff to keep the app updated, the robotics. Like, I'm like, that's why I threw such a high price out there. Is I'm like,
well,
this
the
seems like a
company-
huge company.
This seems to be their first gadget. They said that they're going to go into health gadgets and safety gadgets using their robotic technologies. So, well, this is the one thing that we will probably not say as seen on TV.
No. Yeah.
And
not at
if
all.
you spend, wait. Just
But does
pay
it
extra
fold clothing?
postage
Really?
and get-
That's all. I
the
just
what?
need it to be the foldy mate. It doesn't fold clothes. Sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
Just pay extra
Buy one
postage
and get
and you
another
get-
one. Just pay shipping and handling.
Yeah. That's the other thing, is there's probably tons of hidden costs. Okay, you bought it, but now you actually want it installed? Okay, here you go. Oh, you want the app
That
to be
could be.
updated? Oh, that'll cost $2,000.
That could be. Oh, Chickenhead 21 has a good idea. The company can now say, as seen on GizWiz.tv.
There you go. Wonderful.
There
As seen on, James Bond's villain's lair. It's great. Okay, with that, let's jump into...
Chad's.
You know you don't need it, but you might want it at Chad's Crappy Corner.
Oh, you got your own wine cab.
Exactly, yeah, this is... Not quite. Okay, so we are taking a look at another Halloween gadget, and one of the reasons that I left this one in this bag is because I ordered it from Amazon, and this is how it came. This is its packaging inside of a bag. You just got a bag full of stuff. So this is called the Wizard Stick. And I went ahead and opened it just because I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to figure it out live. But we're just going to do a live demonstration of it. So this is something to kind of add a little bit of ambiance to your Halloween party, and just kind of maybe just a fun little thing to give your kids. So this is what it is the Wizard Stick. Kind of looks like a paraphernalia of some flavor, but all it does is it generates smoke. So let me just show it off to you. You have to kind of warm it up just a bit, and then there you go. It'll create a whole bunch of smoke. So it does a pretty good job. And then I'll go into kind of how it does it and the techniques to do it. So, ooh, there you go. Wizard Smoke, the Wizard Stick. So it takes 8 AA batteries in the base. You have to get at that with a screw, and then you can put the AA batteries in there. Then it comes with a whole bunch of smoke juice. And this is super fluid, they call it, from Zero Toys. There's like 5 different names on here. It says super fluid Zero toys, and then at the bottom it says Spaceship Earth. So I'm not exactly sure why they decided to brand it all those different things. And then you take that and you put it into a little itty bitty reservoir here on the wizard stick. And it does not take a lot. I was thinking I would like you get so much that I was thinking that you'd like fill up the whole thing, and you really do not need to fill it up all that much. You're also only supposed to fill it up about 2/3. So I'll add some more fluid in there. And the fluid, it's that bottom reservoir right there. Itty bitty amount.
Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, so it's very small. And then you can also empty it from the other side. So fill one side, empty the other side. Then you have kind of a dual action trigger. You can press this button in and you'll see that this light turns on whenever you press it in. And that'll just start the heating element at the top. Then when you squeeze, it will push all of the smoke out. So you do need to push the button for about 2-3 seconds to kind of get that element heated, and then you can just push all the smoke
can
out.
you keep your hand on it? Will it keep smoking, or does it do like a puff and stop?
It kind of does a puff and stop, just because I think that the second action is really just pushing a little bit of air up.
Oh, I see. Okay.
And so you kind of have to release that in order to get it again. And also, I feel like as it releases that smoke, it loses a lot of its heat. So you got to kind of let it heat up again, and then you can push it up. But so here's some interesting things: is that it doesn't have a smell. There's like zero smoke smell, which I've had to deal with other smoke things in the past, and that was kind of annoying, is that it smelled very smoky. This liquid stuff feels very oily. It feels really, really oily, so it might be a type of oil. And then also, it dissipates like mist, like just, air vapor. I don't seem to see it in the air all that much. Now there was on the Amazon page that you could kind of like fill a glass with this smoke.
Ooh.
Also, you can kind of see, I don't know if you can see, it's dripping. It looks like there's a little bit
Is it leaking?
Yeah, like see right here? What I think it is it's condensation
I see
inside
it.
of
Yeah.
There's condensation inside of that nozzle, and so it kind of drips a bit whenever you tilt it. And I had some of that stuff on my arm also. But you can fill a glass with smoke, and there we go. I'm just trying to get a whole bunch in here. Here we go. And then you can pour it out. So you got the smoke. Let's go to the wide. And then I can take this and I can pour it. Ooh.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so there's some kind of fun little things that you can do with it. Now, inside of the glass, I have noticed it does leave a weird residue inside of that glass. So the glass is not as clear as it was before.
Is it leaving stuff all over your desk?
Not really, no.
Not really. Okay.
Not really. So it seems fairly clean. It just seems like in close quarters, and also it does condensate on inside of the wizard stick too. So you got this, and then it'll settle down a bit, and then see, doesn't that look cool? That looks kind of neat.
I like it. Yeah.
Got some stuff in there, and then we should be able to pour it out. Pretty neat. Pretty neat stuff.
Yeah, and you're getting a fair amount of smoke from that one little bit that you put in there.
Yeah. Now, a few people on Amazon, so it's kind of fun to play with, basically. And that was kind of how I felt it. That was the end of the story. But I did read a few of the Amazon reviews, and there were some people using them in pretty interesting ways, like in photo shoots to get some atmosphere, to get some like fog and some atmosphere and stuff like that. So they might do that for a photo shoot, take a photo, and then you got this cool wispy smoke in the air, which I thought was pretty neat. It's not too expensive. It's more on the expensive side of things that I've covered on the Giz Wiz. It's $23, and so it's not too bad.
My guess was going to be 25, so not too bad.
Exactly, and it's fairly well customer reviewed. So in the middle there when it comes to the reviews. Now this is not sold separately. This is like a little can thing. I was hoping that I might be able to do that with the Wizard Stick, but after purchasing it, I realized that is a separate thing to get that sort of stuff. But this you can pull off. So here's some customer reviews. This is what the nice for smoke generator. So this is like this image that she created with the smoke, and there it is, the Wizard Stick. So all in all, pretty okay, pretty an okay little gadget. It's a fun little toy. And then it does come with good instructions. That's another nice thing about it, is that the instructions have photos and pretty good about how to use it and everything like that. One thing that I was just wondering is, I wonder if this fluid is like toxic or anything like that.
I know.
It doesn't really caution. If fog causes eye or skin irritation, stop. It doesn't really say. Ingredients are propyl glycol, glycerin, distilled water, and are commonly used in food and distilled water, and are commonly used in food, drugs, and cosmetics, and has been tested and reviewed by an independent laboratory. Okay.
Yeah, Murray.
Wonderful. Yeah, Murray. Exactly. Murray tested it. It seems fine. It's good.
Yeah, and anyway. Murray's very independent. He hardly comes in 3 days a week, and we pay him for 5.
So there you go. That is the Wizard Stick.
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was kind of a fun little toy. And I would be cool if I could find some use for it also, like maybe on Halloween. But it's a little bit limited. I don't know if I'm gonna welcome people to the house. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the house. Ah. I don't know. Doesn't seem all that interesting. It would be good for special effects in Hollywood and stuff like that if you needed to pull off a smoke effect. With that, let's move on to Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
They're geeky and they're goofy, together they are loopy. When gadgets pass away, he takes them out to play in Dick's Gadget Warehouse.
Foghorn. Our video is from a frequent contributor, Mo, and I'm using it tonight because Mo's coming to the meetup, and I don't have to mail him his Mad magazine and outfit picture.
You also don't have to explain in person why you haven't used his video yet.
That's right. That's right. So it's a very, very old gadget he got as a gift, and you'll see it here.
Hey, Dick and Chad. Today I'm bringing you another gadget. This is a find that was made by my wife and my son. It's the Polaroid Land Camera 700 series. I found the manual on Polaroid.com, or I'm sorry, orphancameras.com. And this is the old camera manual itself. It's from the 1950s. And it's so amazing how much, we've come, we get, 1950s, I can't even imagine how much this camera cost. And, we could buy something like this that's much more high resolution, and this only cost me $20. But anyway, it's still interesting how far we've come. I love the box. The box is falling apart, as you can see, but it's kind of made out of really good material, leather and wood. And you can see it's in pieces. And these are some of the, I guess this is the lens that came for it. And some of the paperwork that came with it. I bought it at I didn't buy it. My wife and my son bought it for me at a Salvation type store. The camera itself. It's an old Polaroid, so
and I don't remember that this is a Polaroid
this thing here
that takes roll film.
The whole thing up. The whole thing opens.
Interesting. It's not instant?
Yes, it is instant.
Oh, weird.
And the inside. These are where the controls are.
This was actually, I bet you, I could not find the price on this, but my guess is it was very expensive.
Something very satisfying over those clicks.
Yes, yes.
Clunk.
This is, I guess, how you used to get your film through here itself. Somewhere there. Let's see, this side, no?
He's looking for the film slot. There it is.
Anyway,
No,
here it
up,
is.
up. There it is.
That's where you get the actual film coming up. Pretty cool. Gonna make a great piece on my shelf of old gadgets. In good condition. And I'm happy that they found it and bought it for me. I think they paid about $5 for it.
Wow. Steal.
Yeah.
Hope you like the video.
It's on eBay for between 40 and 100.
Wow. That's a bargain. That's an investment. Perfect. Very cool.
And then, so I was trying to find out about Polaroid cameras that used film, and this young man made a video. He has one of these cameras, and I don't know where he got it, but he found, I think he said, film that is 48 years old. Okay.
Wow.
So
and this looks very similar to.
It's a very similar. I believe that they had 7 models, but I only remember the packs. But so here he is opening ancient film because no one is making. I think Fuji makes film for packet old Polaroid cameras that take packages of film, and he's loading it in.
Wow.
I know it's very
There's
complicated.
2 rolls in there, yeah.
Yes, because I guess one is like the film back, and then one.
Oh, I
has
see.
The, the chemicals.
Oh, he probably has to feed that through the.
Yeah, he had a little bit of trouble, and then first of all, I guess because of light leaking in, you have to pull out this incredibly long leader. See, all that has to come out.
That's insane.
I know. So then he actually
so he takes a photo.
He takes a photo, and
then he goes in there and gets the photo. So that's it.
Now, it comes with a thing I think like Fixer, that you have to take the picture and fix it with this liquid goop. And I think he's having trouble with it because the goop, I think, is just dried out, for all these years. And that's the one photo. And then that's the picture of the book.
What a good photo.
And
apparently all of this trash for just one picture. Well, at least it turned out pretty good. And goodbye, and thanks for watching.
Wow, that is a ton of trash.
That is. I mean, but that's amazing. I don't know where he found someone who had a box of film from 48 or 50 years ago.
Wow.
But anyway, Mo, that was fun. That was fun to see that old Polaroid, even before they came out with the Polaroid film packs.
Yeah, totally. Very cool. Well, now let's move on to the letter.
Become the letters, your lovely letters. Become the Giz Wiz letters now.
Balik in the chat room said fixing is a common process in photo printing. So I guess that tube of gookum that had dried out was actually Fixer.
Nice.
Okay. John Duckworth writes, "Hi, Dick and Chad. I received the attached postcards in the mail and thought of you guys. What a lucky guy I am. Free lunch to see new products featuring European technology."
Ooh, European technology.
I was also excited about the picture of the free steak, but it appears that steak is not an option. Oh, that is funny. You can either have chicken penne or maui grilled fish, I guess, right? I can't get a babysitter, so I won't be going. I wonder if they check birth dates at the door. I think also it says somewhere over there, it says you must be over 30. Oh, this invitation is for people over 30. But I don't know if John realized that they were inviting him to a 100% free lunch, and that the invite is for 9:45 a.m. So my guess is that there's going to be 2 to 3 hours of trying to sell you something
before we get to lunchtime.
Before we get to lunchtime that doesn't even have steak.
Yeah. They started at 9:45. That way it can get, 2 hours. And then you're constantly there waiting for lunch. You're just, you just got to wait and wait and wait.
Yes. That's John, hilarious. I wish you had gone, actually, because my guess is you would be very disappointed. Although European technology is quite something.
Yeah. Just all the technology from Europe. European technology.
Yeah.
It's great.
European technology. It's great. It's great. Anyway, John, thank you for the letter. And before I forget, Mo, thanks for the video, but we need more videos, okay? So a video, anything that has to do with a gadget. Make a video, 2 to 3 minutes, put it on YouTube. There's a drop-down menu. Click unlisted if you only want people you send the URL to see it. And send that URL to us at mail@gizwiz.tv. Mail@gizwiz.tv. Anything to do with a gadget.
Perfect. Also want to say, don't forget, we have the meetup. We mentioned it at the beginning of the episode. But if you happen to be available in New York City, come to the meetup. Head on over to Dick's blog and log to find out more. It's October 21st. At 2 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So head on over there to find out more and RSVP, or head on over to gizwiz.tv around 2:30 Eastern Time for the show. Want to give a big thank you to our patrons over at patreon.com/GizWiz. You guys make the show happen every single episode. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Waffles thanks you. Say thank you, Waffles. Thank you. There you go. And if you like the show, please consider giving back over at patreon.com/GizWiz, where we make the same Dunb show every single week. If Patreon's not your thing and you want to give via PayPal, we have a PayPal link on our website on the Patreon tab, but just click the PayPal link on that page. Speaking of GizWiz.tv, that's where you can find the show and watch us live, 4:30 Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern time, and join the chat room just about every Thursday. And I don't want to jinx us, but I think a lot of Thursdays moving forward will be fine.
Yeah, outside of Thanksgiving, I think we're good.
Exactly. And so we hope to see you there. Don't forget to play What the Heck Is It over at gizwiz.biz. That is the game show online. And we're coming up to the end of the month now. So
we're getting there. Yeah, like 2 weeks.
Exactly. So get over there and get a guess. And this is the gadget, the whole gadget. And it's pretty obvious to me that this is a really old-fashioned way to sort your coins. You just throw a whole bunch of pile of coins in there and they roll in and be sorted. I don't know. If you think you know what it is, get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. There are 6 magazines for correct answers and 12 Mad magazines for hilarious, clever, interesting, and funny answers. So get a guessing over at gizwiz.biz. That about wraps it up for this episode. We'll see you next week.
I'll be here.